Good morning, YouTube. It is Monday. I don't even know what the date is, but it's a Monday. It is about, I want to say like 9:20, 9:25. I did not go to the gym this morning, but I woke up, showered, washed my hair, made coffee. I still need to make breakfast, although I made it yesterday. And yeah, I am exhausted. I am starting my cycle and I had the worst nightmares last night and I'm just exhausted. My face is like extra puffy. It's that point where like you wake up in the morning and like don't even recognize yourself and you look in the mirror and you're just like, this is what I look like every day. I mean, for the most part, yes, but I do know that like my face tends to swell during that time and it's just frustrating because like you already feel like crap and it's like, what else does the human body want to throw at me at this time? So, you know, it is what it is, but it sucks. I have a couple of meetings today, but just a lot of catch-up maintenance work. I've been getting a ton of questions about like, what do I actually do for work? And a lot of what I show you guys is what I do. There's so many emails that I send out. Sometimes it's like 50 a week, sometimes it's a few hundred a week, but predominantly like I just sit at a computer and write emails. Like that's really what it boils down to. It's not as glamorous as some people make it seem. Like, I work in sales, I work from home. There's not a lot going on. And a lot of the stuff I can't show you. You know, I can tell you about what I'm doing, but I can't show you things because there's personal information on there. And I tell you as much as I can without telling you too much, I guess. But anyway, it is, like I said, it's almost 9:30. I have a meeting at 10. So I'm gonna go down, grab my breakfast. Also, I was sitting on the couch Saturday, like late morning, afternoon, and I was looking at my calendar and realized that I had to read this book by Tuesday night because we have book club and it's not bad. It's not a thin book though. It's over 500 pages. It's almost 600 pages. And it's a super good book. It's just not my normal style. It's very tame, a very slow burn. Like, it was almost page 300 before he like brushed her arm, and that's just not what I normally read. But I do like this far better. I tried to read Wall of Winnipeg by Mariana Zapata and could not get into it. It was too much narration for me, and throw that in with like a whole slow burn, just not my thing. But this one is much better. It is definitely not a steamy, spicy book by any means so far. I read 425 pages between Saturday afternoon and yesterday, and I do like it. It's just, it is the true definition of a slow freaking burn. That is for sure. I just finished having breakfast and I am at my desk doing work. So I wanted to walk you through what I actually do because I've gotten that question a few times, like I said, and I want to be as transparent as I can with you guys. But I mean, obviously, like there's still a level of privacy that I have to maintain. But basically, I work for an EdTech company and I am in sales. Each territory is set up a little bit differently, but in my territory, I work with all of the public schools and I will do cold outreach. They will fill out like quote request forms and then I will outreach to them. But basically, I'm an EdTech sales. So I work with public schools and I sell them the product and then I support them throughout using said product. So it's not like I just sell it to them and I'm done. So I do a lot of not a lot. I do some site visits. My territory is pretty large. I manage 3 states. Like last week was less emails. I was out in the field 3 different days. Most weeks I'm out once a week. Or like once every other week, just because like I said, my territory is so large. But yeah, so that's what I do. Every day though that I do work from home starts the same. I sit down at my desk and I check both my email accounts. Now we have 2 email accounts for our company. One is internal, one is customer facing. And even our customer facing one, like we still use it for some internal communication depending on what the context of the email is. It is really hot in here. When I sit and check my email, I will delete any junk because I get a lot. I will then go into Salesforce, and Salesforce is our CRM, which is a customer relation manager, something like that. But basically it is a database where all of the information about customers is stored. I use one for my photography, it's a different one, but I will log into Salesforce, which is who we use, and I will go through my leads, which is where any quote requests are entered through. Like if they fill out the form, the company will send it to the correct sales rep depending on the territory. And then I will check my opportunities, and the opportunities are people that either filled out the request, became a lead, and I've had communication with them and they're interested in purchasing, or ones that I have put in there that I want to work with. So like targets, I guess, kind of prospects. I will go through, check on that to see if there's anything that needs to be done. And then after that, I check my customer facing email. My customer facing email gets some junk. Anytime someone in my territory requests a trial, I get an email about that. And sometimes it's students trying to get an answer key, which our program doesn't work like that, and they quickly realize that. Other times I will look at the school and the district and the email that it came from, see if it's legit. If it is a school that I'm trying to get into or that has reached out to me before, I will communicate with them, see how they're liking things, see how I can support them. And then I will respond to any emails that came in. And that's pretty much how my day starts. And that is what I need to do because, like I said, I have a meeting at 10, which is in about 10 minutes. So I need to check Salesforce. I need to check both of my emails, and then I'm gonna hop in my meeting, and then I can kind of update you guys on what, there's hair on my face. I can update you guys, yeah, tickled. I can update you guys on what I do after that. But yeah, like I said, I do spend some time in the field. It's just a lot of computer work. It's really working from home. It's not as glamorous as everybody makes it seem. I would not trade it for the world. I love what I do, but it's not all that glamorous. Like, it's enjoyable and I love it, but it's a lot of alone time and a lot of screen time. So let's get to work.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost.
I'm currently waiting to hop on a Zoom meeting, and I just realized that when she put that through on my calendar, I was out in the field and never accepted it. So I am thinking that she assumed that I couldn't make it, but I'm gonna hang out on Zoom for a few minutes just in case she's running late, but totally on me and totally my fault. Good morning.
I'm sorry, I totally lost track of time.
No worries. I just realized that I never actually like accepted the meeting. So I was like, I wonder if she thinks that I just wasn't joining. So I apologize. Are you feeling better?
Mostly.
They did, yeah. She really wanted 3 years, but their grant could only be used in the current school year, and they could only go 1 year at a time. So they did 1 year for now with the hope of switching how they fund it after the 1 year, but she was pretty bummed about that. But I spent Friday there and it was good. She was sending out an email to teachers to see what they wanted, what support they wanted for a visit.
Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings.
So my first meeting of the day is done, and I no longer have another meeting until 2:30, which is a blessing and a curse. I love long stretches of work time because it gives me time to get caught up on things, but it also takes a lot of discipline to stay on task and actually do the things that I need to do. Where I don't have any more meetings, my last one was with my professional learning specialist, so she supports my pilots. We were just talking to check in that way, like if she hears from somebody, like we're both on the same page and have the same information. So that's only like a 15-minute meeting. It's 10:30 now. I just sent over a purchase order, like payment for a customer. They requested a couple of things for documentation that I just sent over. Just replied to an email from last week. If you guys hear my dog playing with that toy still, I apologize. He will literally play with it for hours until I like forcibly take it from him. So my meeting this afternoon is with my manager. I meet with my manager once every other week, I think it is. I don't think it's weekly. I think it's once every other week. And we go over like my strategy stuff. We'll talk about my pipeline. Today's is strategic planning. And we just talk about what things I have in the works. So if I have any email campaigns, which I've talked about campaigns in the past, if you are new to me or sales, campaigns are basically curated automatic email touches that go out when I schedule them. So I can send an email campaign to as little as like 1, 2, 3 people. A couple weeks ago, I sent one out to 375 people. Like it depends on the content of the campaign, but that's like the thing. Like if I am working on a campaign, I will pitch it to him and he like totally trusts me, but it is nice to get his feedback on different types of campaigns. So until then, I will be working on making sure all of my close dates are updated because not everything closes when I anticipate that it does. So I have to make sure all of that's updated, make sure all of my account notes are updated. And I also go through and make sure that my last activity for my ops are somewhat recent. It doesn't look good if a manager or like an executive signs in, and sometimes they do look at our stuff. It's not gonna look good if I have like a target prospect and it says that my last activity in that account was like October, November. And it's true activity. It's not me just going in and viewing. Like I have to send an email or schedule, like say that I had a call or anything like that. So I am currently gonna go through, make sure all of that's up to date because it's a Monday. I do that every Monday, every Friday. And then I've got some training that I could do. Actually, I have 2 trainings. I have one training that I have to do, one training that I could do. I need to work on some campaigns because I don't have anything like set up, ready to go. I haven't even wrapped my head around campaigns. And then I also want to record a Loom for the district that I visited Friday to sum up some of the things that I showed the teachers that were a huge hit. As much as I love talking to you guys, I do have a job to do, so we're gonna get to work.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be.
Hello, it is 11:20 and I am still picking away at work. I just went in and updated all of my close dates to make sure that nothing was past due. I have been working on some emails with customers and now I am trying to think of a campaign to run this spring, maybe starting this week because, well, I need to do a campaign. I need to do a campaign for one of our trials. So yeah, I completely forgot about that shit. I mean, it's really not a big deal. I just wanted to get that out on Friday.
Is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah.
It is now snowing. Welcome to Maine. 41 degrees and it's snowing. I mean, barely, but it's flurrying. I cannot wait to move to the desert. Yes, Maine is beautiful. I am forever thankful for the 10 years that I've got to spend here. I am done. I need warmth. I need a place that is open to growth and change and modernization and just a younger population that wants to do things. Like, we need out. But yeah, so let's get back to work. I jump into this video, I just want to say that it was so great to meet everybody on Friday during my visit, and I also just want to say thank you for being so kind and welcoming. You guys truly made me feel like I was one of the group, and it is very, very appreciated. Hello. So I just sat down at my desk to eat lunch, and while I was heating up my lunch, I went to go put in my calendar that I'm on lunch, just in case anybody needs me. And that was when I realized that my meeting with my manager is at 2, not 2:30. I'm gonna try to inhale this. I have like a little less than 15 minutes to eat before we hop on our meeting. But I will talk to you guys after my meeting with my manager. I have a meeting with my manager in 7 minutes, and my dogs just decided to come out of their comas and play. So this is gonna be fun. Love this for me. Okay, it is 2:50 and I am done for the day. Technically, my manager ended our meeting 10 minutes early. The meeting with him went really, really well. We talked about my pipeline, different opportunities, how I'm approaching my biggest ops, and we're gonna talk next time about my smaller ones or my target ones. So that is all done. I really don't have much to do for today. Right now, what I'm leaning toward is, I think I'm gonna create my to-do list for tomorrow. That way, when I sit down at my desk, I know exactly what I have to do, and I don't feel like a headless chicken like I did today. Tomorrow, I only have one meeting for about 45 minutes in the morning, starting at 9:30. So I'm going to block off my calendar for tomorrow. I don't necessarily know what I need to do, but I know what I want to do, and that's just what we're gonna start with, and I'm gonna keep it broad, whether it's like prospecting or researching, or maybe I'm drafting campaigns. Like, I don't have to be super specific, but I just want to have a skeleton for my day. That's what we're gonna do, and hopefully it works. I don't know, we're trying something new.
No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dine. Oh, 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 serves this on her mind to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair, telling fair. Put you down and leave you dead, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth. How they coming for you? Yeah, yeah, no. Don't you think you're better off where the neighbors don't stare? Maybe you're wanted, looking good for the movie screens, living in make-believe, hoping your wishes get granted. I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery slope.
Brownies.
Eat less and move more. No shit, Sherlock. Now, what makes it terrible advice, if you're on a journey of your own, make sure to follow, because it's not that. Too much.
No. I feel like it needs an example of a deeper problem.
Hey, should be a problem.
Yeah.
You have to change who you are.
I like it, baby.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What are you doing? I don't know if I counted right. Ow.
What was that? We're on 11s.
Yeah, Jackie Jack.
Jack. Oh.
What the hell?
What song?
I needed to get dangerously close to the corner. But don't.
Yes.